Hi everyone, this is Stephanie from the Pasadena Public Library. Today I wanted to share with you a few different apps that you can use to explore nature. The first one we're going to talk about is the Globe Observer app. Then we're going to talk about LeafSnap, and finally iNaturalist. So I'm going to start today by showing you the Globe Observer app. This app has a few different features. The one we're going to use today is the trees portion. So if you scroll down, I'm just going to click on Globe Trees. And then this tool is going to help me measure the height of trees. Many scientists and researchers use data like tree height, and citizen scientists, like all of us, can provide that data for them. So the app really walks you through the process one step at a time. You want to find your tree somewhere where you can stand about 25 to 50 feet away from it, and you can see both the top and bottom of the tree. So here I'm just going to select feet and inches, although you could go ahead and use the metric system. And then I'm just going to put in my height. So the first time that you use the trees section of the app, it's going to walk you through a tutorial of how to use it. It's important to note that you want your tree to be at least 15 feet tall. It's also best if the tree is isolated and if it's standing up straight. When choosing a location, you want to find a place where you can walk in a straight line to the tree and it's about 25 to 50 feet away from you. While using the app, you want to keep your phone at the same height from the ground. So when you tilt your phone up or down to capture the base of the tree or the top of the tree, you don't want to move your arm up and down. Just tilt the angle of your phone. So once I'm done with the tutorial, I'm going to come back to this main page and click on New Trees Observation. At this point, the app is going to ask you some basic questions about the surface conditions. And I'm just going to answer these questions really quickly. So now I'm standing in front of the Hastings Branch Library and I'm ready to measure my tree. Okay, and I'm just going to line up this dotted line with the base of the tree right there at the bottom. And now the top of the tree. Right there. Then I'm just going to take a picture of the full tree and, counting my steps as I go, I'm going to walk up to the tree, just using my normal stride, not trying to take really long steps or something like that. Okay, and here I am at the tree and I measured 39 steps. Then the app automatically recognizes my latitude and longitude. If you have a flexible measuring tape, you can go ahead and measure the circumference of the trunk as well. So at this point, I'm pretty happy with my observation. I'm going to go ahead and click Share, and that way people from all over the globe can see my observation. So scrolling down from the trees section, I'm going to click on all today's trees measurements. One really cool feature of the Globe Observer app is getting to see the measurements that people have submitted from all over the planet. So it just takes a moment to load, but eventually we'll be able to see all of the different observations that have been submitted. Right now, all over the planet, people are taking pictures of trees and using the Globe Observer app to measure the height of those trees. And if I click on one, we can see that this observation was submitted from Honduras. And I'm going to click on another one, and this one was submitted from Switzerland. And in a matter of minutes, our observation will be visible for everyone as well. The next app we're going to explore is called LeafSnap, and you can use this app to identify different species of plants and trees. So you can either upload a photo or take a picture using the app like I'm doing here, right outside the library. So as you can see, this app can identify the species based off of the leaf, flower, fruit, or the bark of the plant or tree. So I've clicked on flower, obviously, and one thing I want to note about this app is that the free version does have ads. So occasionally an ad will pop up and you'll have to click out of it by clicking the X in the top corner. And the app has identified my flower, and it looks pretty accurate to me. Those pictures look basically like what I have here at the library. So I'm really happy with that result. Now I'm just going to click on that envelope in the top right corner, and that'll save this flower to my collection. Now if you click on the My Plant section at the bottom of the screen, you can see all the flowers that you have collected so far. And this is a really great way to catalog all of the flowers you have growing in your garden or your neighborhood. So the next app we're going to talk about is the iNaturalist app. So if it's your first time using the app, you're going to create an account, and then at the bottom of the screen, you're going to click Observe. So you can see some of my past observations that I made traveling around the city. So now we can either upload a picture that we've previously taken or use the app to capture a photo. So I'm going to take a picture using the app of the butterfly garden at Hastings. So I'm going to zoom in on this purple flower here. There we go. And I'm just going to click Next. The app automatically fills in the date, time, and location. You can also change your geo-privacy settings if you don't want anybody to see your observations. The next thing I'm going to click is What did you see? And it's going to suggest some species. It's not always 100% accurate, but scroll down and try to find the picture that most closely resembles the plant that you're looking at. Don't worry about not being a plant expert, because lots of people who are experts do use the app and go in and verify and identify observations. Another great feature of the app is the Explore button at the bottom left. So if you click on that, it pulls up a map of your area and you can see different observations that people have uploaded in your neighborhood. So you can find out about all the different kinds of plant species and animals and fungi in your neighborhood. Okay, and that's the last app I'm going to share today. I hope you have fun exploring nature and learning a little bit more about your environment and engaging in some citizen science. All of these apps are available to download for free from the Android and Apple app stores.